boys and girls, welcome to Circle Time with Mrs. T. I'm so glad you're all here today. We have some fun stories today about a pizza and a sandwich with some little silly ingredients in it. I think you're gonna like them. So let's get ready for some stories with a song. Here we go. If you're ready for some stories, clap your hands. If you're ready for some stories, clap your hands. If you're ready for some stories, put your hands in the air and shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em here and there. If you're ready for some stories, say hooray, hooray. If you're ready for some stories, say hooray, hooray. If you're ready for some stories, then let's go, go, go. If you're ready for some stories, then let's go. All right, the first story we have today is called Sam's Sandwich. Samantha liked to sit and dream of donuts filled with chocolate cream, giant burgers, heaps of fries, frosty shakes, and cherry pies. Shortly after Sunday luncheon, Samantha wanted more to munch on. "Oh, Sam," she wailed, "what can I eat? I need a really special treat." "Let's get some butter and some bread and make a sandwich, sis," he said. His sister yelled and jumped for joy. "We'll make a good one, boy, oh boy. Come on, Sam, I'm starving, quick. And spread that butter really thick." "Don't worry, Sis," smirked Sam. "You'll never eat a tastier sandwich ever." Samantha said, "I've never seen lettuce leaves so crisp and green." But as a zesty little filler, Sam popped in. What did he pop in? A caterpillar. Oh. In the fridge, Samantha found big tomatoes, red and round. But in the garden, Sam had dug a hole and found a slimy slug. Oh. Samantha gave Sam's hand a squeeze. "Just come on and try this yummy cheese." But in the pocket of his pants, Sam had saved some black ants. Oh no! Let's see what's next. "I think," Samantha said, "I'll flavor it with some watercress, my favorite." Meanwhile, Sam thought he would try to add some flavor with a fly. And here's a tasty little number. Samantha sliced a huge cucumber. But to really make her squirm, Sam dropped in a wiggly worm. And some hard-boiled eggs as well. Samantha drooled and cracked a shell. But Sam had seen a silver trail that led him to a crunchy snail. Ooh. "Don't forget this huge salami. I only wish we had pastrami." But Sam had found right there beside her a very large and hairy spider. "Gosh," she shrieked, "my favorite things, slicing off some onion rings." One ring contained a little hole in which Sam slipped a small tadpole. Samantha yelled, "It's finished! There! Slopping ketchup everywhere." But one last treat it seemed to need, a creepy, crawly centipede. Licking ketchup from her lips, she reached down her sticky fingertips toward the plate and snatched the bread. "Won't you have some, Sam?" she said. "Thank you, sis. You're very kind, but count me out if you don't mind. I'm full, I'm stuffed, I really am, so you can have it all," said Sam. How did you like our first story, boys and girls? It was a really good one. Well, guess what? Our next story is about a pizza, so we are going to make our own pizzas. So we have some English muffins, some pizza sauce, some pepperonis, and some mozzarella cheese. So first, we're going to start with the sauce. So let's put some sauce on our pizzas. Spread that around. Now remember, you can make this at home too. Just always ask your moms and dads first. So let's get some sauce on this pizza. And a little bit more over here. Okay, so now after the sauce, we need to add some cheese. So let's put some mozzarella cheese on this one. And we'll put some mozzarella cheese on this one. Now, some of you might like pepperonis and some of you might like it just with cheese. So I'm just going to put pepperonis on one pizza. Okay, we're going to pop that in the oven. I'm going to put it in our pan just like this. And then we are going to pop this in the oven and we'll come back in just a minute. All right, these just came out of the oven. And it did cool down a little bit, so it's safe for me to touch the pan. So here's our one with just cheese and sauce. And here's our one with our pepperonis. Now I'm going to have this for lunch. I hope you guys have a good lunch today. Our next story is Sam's Pizza. If sweet Samantha had her way, she'd sit and dream of food all day. Just now she thought, no, nothing beats a really scrumptious homemade pizza. And so she took another look at pizzas in her mom's cookbook. Her brother Sam said, "What's up, sis?" "Oh, yum," she drooled. "Just look at this." "You want a pizza? I'm your fella. I'm a whiz with mozzarella. My homemade pizza's extra nice. You'll eat it all, sis, every slice." "Oh, Sam," she cooed, "you are a treasure." He winked at her. "Sis, it's my pleasure." "Come on," he chuckled, "let's begin." She didn't even see his wicked grin. Sam liked to do his special cooking when his sister wasn't looking, and so he asked her if she'd just run and get the pizza crust. While spreading the tomato paste, Sam thought he'd add an extra taste. He scratched his head. Where was it he had seen a great big bee? Oh. He sliced the mushrooms really thin, then slipped another extra in. Sam had found, squashed on the road, an old and cold and long dead toad. Oh. Samantha didn't see Sam pop out of the local butcher shop. He made a lot of pizza pies, but never one with 2 sheep eyes. "I want olives cut in half, like in the cookbook photograph." "Okay." Sam gave a weary shrug. "One olive has a dead bug." Oh. "Oh, Sam," she gasped, "it looks a dream." But Sam had slipped out of the stream. Now what's he's hiding in his meal? Oh no, it is a baby eel. "Run down the road and see Big Tony. Tell him we need some pepperoni." Samantha ran off at full speed, chased by a king-size centipede. When slicing peppers red and green, Sam remembered where he'd seen some nasty things beneath one slice. He smuggled in 2 wood mites. Oh. Then suddenly, while adding cheese, Sam went all wobbly in the knees. His face turned green. He felt so sick. "Uh-oh," he groaned. "The bathroom, quick!" As she watched him disappear, Samantha thought, "That's very queer. It isn't every day one sees a boy get ill from making pizza." Oh, there's a slug. But when she'd stopped and thought a while, her mouth curved a crooked smile. Later, with a kitchen glove on, she popped the pizza in the oven. When it was cooked, she cut a slice for Sam because he had been so nice. Upon the slice, she placed a letter, "Yours for when you're feeling better." Oh, look at all those bugs. How'd you like our stories, my friends? I had a great time reading to you today. That's all we have time for, so we're going to sing our goodbye song together. Here we go. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye for now, my friends. So long, farewell, until we meet again. Bye-bye for now. Don't forget to click the subscribe button.